Just keep swimming, 1111. I hope you're doing okay, my friends. So good to see you back. So good. So, you know what? We're just going to go to a random right now and just see what happens. Twin flame or soulmate, what's going on? You know, I'm starting to think that that Lionsgate portal made some big changes with you and your situation with this person and their situation with you. I know you've walked away, most of you. I know the DM's gonna miss you. But I think there's still that little bit of curiosity about what are they doing, what's going on, you know? Honestly, right? What's going on? And maybe you're just a little curious, but let's just take a look. So I think that's what I'm called to look at right now, is just what's going on with them, okay? And then we'll get into whatever else we want to get into. Okay, that one wants to come out. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. They're no longer working as hard and consistently at something that they used to. We're dealing with an earth sign, okay? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They're waiting on their payoff. They're waiting on what feels like stability. They feel kind of good in the moment. They feel kind of okay, on top of the world, like everything's handled. Ooh, Empress. Yeah, they're feeling like they're growing. Good things are happening to them. They've been waiting for this stability. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Five of Cups. Two of Cups, Chariot, and the Devil, bottom of the deck. Ooh, okay. How am I going to get into this? Whoops, whoops. What in the world is going on around here? Okay. All right. Can you guys see okay? Let's see. All right. I think you can. All right. Your person is okay right now in the relationship. They're either married or they're committed to someone. All right. It is someone. Is a male, female here. And they're not working at the relationship anymore. I think they're waiting for the, how do you say, like the ball to drop. They're waiting for the end. Okay. Five of Cups, they already know it's over. They already know. I am doing cards for people who are first when I'm live, but when I went live, nobody was in the chat. So whenever that happens, I just start the reading. Otherwise, it's just a long, quiet pause till people come in. So that's unfortunately just how it happens sometimes. If nobody's waiting for me when I go live, then I just skip over that and start the reading. I'm sorry. I don't plan it that way, but I just have to go with the flow on that. So this person is kind of sad, and there's a lot of pain associated with this ending that is going to happen. But the good news is they know that once this is over, they get to have something with you, I feel. Empress, Two of Cups, Chariot. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Cancerians, all right here. You see how the earth signs are all cluttered up together? So is the Cancerians. All right, I'm going to go ahead and say both of these are Pisces in between. So the earth couple, so this person must be an earth sign. They're with an earth sign, and they're no longer working at the relationship. Like, that's just what I see. They know it's over. They're okay with it right now. They just know that it's coming for an ending. They have a lot of feelings about it, but there's too much water under the bridge to really continue the connection. They're waiting for a reuniting with you, Two of Cups. And I do think that you and this person may very well reunite in about 2 months. Oh, I love you, Michelle. Thank you for asking. Yes, I would love to do first come in chat readings. I hate when no one's here when I start, because then I just talk to myself for like 2 minutes and I have to start. But yeah. Thank you, Michelle. I hope you can jump in next time. I'll keep an eye out for you. Don't forget to comment in my videos for a free reading, guys. You'll get a chance to win a free reading. Okay, so this person is definitely feeling bad about all this, but I think they're really excited about moving on and forward with you for what this could become, Empress. I'm really excited to see what this is going to turn into. And so are they. They can't wait. It's kind of like 2 months is a long time to wait. But they're willing to wait for the 2 months because that's divine timing, right? That's the right time. And this situation, and look, I looked at my clock. It's 5:10 almost. And we have a 5 card. So 5-5, challenge and change. I'm telling you, this is fizzling out. It's already been over. I do want to see what's going on in that connection, though, because we have the Devil card. So there's something not so great going on. This card keeps wanting to come out. Ace of Cups. Interesting. What is happening in their connection? Let's get a little nosy, right? What's happening in their connection? Sumi, it's okay. It's okay, Sumi. Oh, gosh. Thank you for saving the family, but we're okay. Thank you, Sumo. All right, you did your job. Thank you. Yeah. All right, what's going on in their situation? All right, bottom of the deck, 3 of Wands, expectation. It means these ships will come in. This is going to come to pass. All right. The person they're in a connection with is cleaning house. Maybe literally cleaning house, getting rid of things, decluttering, all of that. But also just getting rid of energy and releasing them in some way. Your person in that connection is defensive. They've already got their walls built up. They know this is the last stand. This is the last hurrah. The person they're dealing with really wants freedom from them and this and the whole situation. They're just happy to be done with this connection, happy to be released from all the drama that came along with it. Your person also waiting for progress, waiting to materialize, moving out and moving on. You know, they are making progress on getting out of the relationship and the situation. The person they're with is holding back the fact that they know it's over. They know. They're aware. They keep it in. They keep it bottled up. And you know what? The person they're with is really not talking to them very much. I'm just going to be honest with you. There's a lot of silence in the house, in the car. I mean, I'm sure there's talk, but there's a lot more silence, which is pretty noticeable. And your person understands that they're getting their karma. Interesting. What is your person's karma? Oh, my guides don't want me to use that one. All right. What is your person's karma? They know they're getting karma by not being able to stay in whatever the situation is. Dance with Death, Power of 3. So this is a third-party situation, okay? It's been you, it's been your person, and it's been their third party, okay? It's a third party. Whoever I'm talking about today, the person that you're dealing with is definitely an earth sign, and they're with an earth sign. There's no way around it. They are. It either resonates with you or it doesn't. And it is between a man and a woman, okay? That's just the facts. That's who you're dealing with. Another fact is the person that you are is going to resonate with the zodiac sign of Cancerian. Period. Whether it's your sun, moon, rising, could be your Jupiter, which is your husband, okay, if you're a female. It could be your Venus for significant other or lover. I will throw in a lucky gold coin. It could be your 7th house. Okay, Cancerian could be there in the 7th. But you're going to resonate with Cancerian, and your person and their person's going to resonate with Earth. Okay, I don't care what kind of Earth, but I know that they're Earth. All right, so Taurus, Virgo, Cappy, you figure that out. Anyways, the karma that they're dealing with is they know that it's a destined ending. This karmic situation, it's gonna happen. Nothing they can do about it. They're just dancing around with death, which is kind of, how do you say, like beating around the bush, you know, procrastination, playing with fire, if you will. So this is part of their karma, and that's why the devil's here, because he's like, hey, guess what? Third party, you're gonna pay for that. Let's see what this says. Dance with Death. So this is risk, all right? And this person that you're with risked losing your love, number one, and maybe has lost your love. I don't know where you're at, but they've risked it big time. They've also risked their karmic relationship because they knew by getting involved with that karmic situation, it was going to end up in some kind of drama with death, okay? This relationship is their karmic, and it is reminiscent of the marriage between Hades and Persephone of Greek mythology. Spending part of the year on Earth with her mother, Demeter, Persephone would descend into the underworld with her husband during the time we recognize as winter. While there, all nature would shrivel and die until she returned to her mother in the spring. Dance with Death can at times arrive as a warning. Are you taking risks that could become hazardous, or is a choice you're making precarious or even dangerous? Well, this card asks you to consider what the outcome may be if you're risking this more than once, and what might you be gaining from all of this. To dance with death is potentially really about making a sacrifice. When it is most favorable, this card would be suggesting that a small risk is worth taking. While other times, if this is an omen or a foretelling of the future, it means this is danger. And it's at times when you're playing a gamble and you're going to lose. All right. And that's what's going on with the 6 of Pentacles for your person. All right. He's just like an earth signs again, right? And he's like, you know, this is my karma. I'm reciprocity. I'm reaping what I've sown. I've sown third-party BS, and look what I've gotten. It's inevitable. And again, they're buying time. It's about 2 months away before they reunite with you. But it looks much closer to an ending with this karmic. We're talking 3 weeks, maybe even 3 days. All right, but it's happening. It's coming. They're going to have to be really strong and face their fears here. And this is going to help them gain stability. But yeah, again, 8-8. Look at that. 8-8-3-3. They're going to have to stop depositing any kind of energy into the karmic relationship. What does the karmic want to say? Let me get a drink too. How are you guys doing? Thanks for coming in and watching. So what does the karmic want to say? Marcus, you're doing great. That's good. That's so good. I'm so glad. Can you guys believe what's happening in Maui? Dear God. I predicted floods, not fires. I'm shocked, but then again, I'm not. It's August. But my gosh. Okay, let's see what's going on. What does the karmic want to say about the devilish situation they're in with this earth sign? Karmic says, look, I want to get out of here. I just want to get away. I want to escape. I don't want to be a part of this with you anymore, okay? I want to go away. Cleanse, escape. I want out with the sun. All right? The karmic is well aware that there's a third party out there, and she's angry. Okay, the karmic is PO'd. All right? That there's been a devil, temptress, Capricorn could be in the air, but PO'd about the whole ordeal, wanting to get away. The karmic has seen what's been done and has a whole new perspective on who they're with. Now, what does the karmic want to say? Voice an opinion here. What is the karmic's opinion of everything? See, I'm 100% right. I told you this is exactly what it is today. Power of 3, the devil, and the temptress, and third party. There's other people involved. I told you, and I know what I'm talking about, guys. I read cards every day of my life. I know what I'm talking about. And that's why I have to be real. I have to, like I said, I'm not going to generalize my readings anymore. I have to be detailed and honest because I wouldn't be honoring my ancestors or my guides if I didn't. And I did catch myself generalizing too many readings just to keep up with the Joneses here on YouTube. And I'm just tired of it. There's too many of you. There's too many stories. I have to hone in to who I'm picking up on, mostly because that's what Spirit says is important today. And that's who needs to hear it. Not that other people's stories or perhaps your story isn't important also, because it is. But if there's somebody watching me that is crying or in desperate need of direction or is hopeless or is looking for answers, and that tends to be the general strength of the reading, well, that's the message that needs to come out. So I'm sorry if it's, too beelined, too targeted on something, but I have to read what's in the cards. That's how the cards work. So anyways, this karmic is expressing that she, and I believe it's a she, is well aware. Now, it could be a he and a feminine energy, okay? And I'm open to that. But Queen of Pentacles is really popping up there, all right? So the karmic is like, listen, I know there's other people involved. I'm very upset about it. I just want to get away. I don't want to be a part of this third party triangle anymore. I just want out. I don't want to be a part of it. The grass isn't greener on the other side also comes out in opinion, which is, listen, you may think because I'm with him that everything's great and everything's going wonderful for us, but it's not, okay? You may wish you could trade places with me because I'm with this person, but you don't want to trade places. Trust me, the grass isn't greener over here. All right, we have fights, we have arguments. There's a lot of cheating, infidelity, and secrets, and it's not as great as you think it is, trust me. The karmic is saying, I'm feeling the pain now. I regret everything. Karma came hard. Listen, holding back. I have to use my psychic intuition here now. The karmic is saying, listen, I didn't believe you. I didn't believe other people when they said there was a third party. I didn't believe you, that you were involved. I denied you. I pretended and dusted things under the rug and tried not to see what was there. I even made fun of you, I'm hearing. I even gossiped about you. I lied about you. And I lied to you as the viewer. I've lied, all right? And this is the karmic's expression, not your man, the karmic's expression. And she is saying, listen, I feel the pain now. Everything you said was true. You didn't lie. Everything you said would come to be, came to be. And there's that embarrassment that comes along with it, but it's also, devil is ego. So I do feel like the karmic is battling her ego right now, and her could be a he, but you know, battling the ego and trying to lay it to rest and make peace with the fact that she was wrong. And she's feeling it now. And she knows, High Priestess, the truth that you spoke and that people told her, even though she won't admit it, because the High Priestess is quiet. She keeps things to herself. And that's what the karmic's doing, keeping a lot of these thoughts and opinions to herself. Again, dealing with the ego is difficult, okay? Let's see what your man wants to say. And your man could be your woman, but let's see what this masculine energy here that you're dealing with wants to say. An opinion or some words. What would be said here based on this person? Okay. I'm worried about my legacy, my reputation, my status. Okay. I really am. Your person is like, listen, I really do care. This is very Libra. Like, I really care what people think. I do care. I care about my reputation and the rumors around the city, around our area, whatever, like that bothers me. And it just, 1 out of 10, how much does it bother me? At least an 8 or a 9, because that's pretty high. It's pretty high. Bottom of the deck, listen, I'm sorry for turning my back on you the times that you needed me most. Betrayal. Biggest message from your person is, God, I'm a betrayer. I'm a liar, I'm a sneak, I'm a cheater, and I'm a betrayer. I don't want the whole world to know that about me. I don't want everyone to know that I sneak around behind my girl's back. I don't want the whole world to know that I involve third parties. I don't want the whole world to know that I lied about my divine to get into this other situation, or vice versa. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I didn't want that. And so now, crap, everyone's gonna know. I swear he barks at every dog walking in the neighborhood. Are you done? Excuse me, people walk. I'm so sorry. Give me a moment. Scared the crap out of me. Sumo! Sumo! People walk. People walk. It's okay. It's all, thank you. You did your job. Thank you. You're a good boy. Thank you for letting me know. Okay? But I don't need you to save us from our neighbors. Okay? Thank you. Good boy. Now go lay down somewhere. Good. Can you give him a bone? A little treat from the pantry? Go on, Boom. Okay, I'm going to close the door now. You're bugging me. All right, guys. I'm so sorry about that. I'm sorry. That was such an interruption. You know, my astrology teacher says that when a dog barks during a recording or a reading, it's an omen. It's an omen. It's a startling omen, really, because a dog barking literally startles you. Whew. And it's alarming you, letting you know something's coming or someone's here. Like, you know, alarm bells going off, right? Thank you, Allie, for the $2.99. Oh, I love you, girl. Thank you. So anyways, listen, your man knows the bell is coming. The alarm is going to be pushed. It's going to go off. People are going to know about this. They're going to hear about the betrayal, the lies, and all the BS. They know that their karma is coming. 6 of Pentacles, reciprocity, their day will come, and it's coming soon, and it's coming fast. Alan, yes, I felt it was an omen when it happened. Yes. Allie, look at you, doll. Thank you again for your beautiful little sweet stickers. Thank you for giving me a little joy today. I love you. All right, bottom of the deck, overall, underall, guess what? Your person has some vulnerability, okay? Okay, feeling a little out of control in this fearful energy of everyone's gonna find out, you know, because your person wishes they had control. You know, then they could just decide who knows and who doesn't. But now they know the rumors are going to spread. Rumors are going to start, you know, about them. And that's karma. But what does your person really want to say to you? Or like, what's an opinion of theirs? What does this person want to say? Boom. Boom. I keep asking myself, why am I doing this? Why am I running? Why am I worried about my legacy, my reputation? Why am I a cheater? Why? Why am I doing that? And water energy, I love you. You're my family. You're my comfort, spiritual and past. They do, and listen, that's true. God, listen, what is this? You're not a sheep. I'm sorry, but my intuition's on peak today. You're PO'd. You really are. You're not okay with this. You didn't sign up for this either. You're not Gucci with this. Now, I know that the Chariot came up, the 2 of Cups, and the Empress, and the Hanged Man, which is this grand awakening that you're out there. You're on the other side. True love is out there. But that doesn't mean you're ready. And I think maybe that's why the Hanged Man even showed up. Don't you? Don't you think that's why the Hanged Man was like, hold on, wait a minute? Yeah. Hold on, wait a minute. I didn't sign up for this. You're angry, you're resentful even. Yes, the karmic is PO'd. They know about you. They know about the third party. Your man is over here defensive, like, oh, no, nothing's going on. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm innocent. The karmic's like, I don't give a darn. Go ahead and lie. Say what you want. I'm getting away from you. Sun, mind altered and cleansed. I'm gone. And then your person's like, okay, well, if you're going to go, that's probably better because then I have an excuse to get out of this. And I can go be 3 of Pentacles with my divine. Because earlier you got Empress. 3, 3, 3. So they're like, yeah, you know, go ahead. Let's end this. I can go be with my Empress. Hold on. Only one problem. Is everyone going to know what happened? Are you going to tell everyone what happened? Is everyone that's my friend or I work with, are they going to hear about all of this? Because that's embarrassing. So they have that worrying, but you're just like, hold on a minute. Put these 2 cats aside. Did I even say that I wanted this person back or that I was okay with them coming back? Because you're angry. Let's see what's going on with you, okay? Let's see. Your person loves you, okay? They don't know why they're a fool, acting a fool. but they are. That dog barking, it's coming, honey. Like, they're gonna get theirs. Karma's coming if it's not already there, but it's coming very fast. 3 of Wands. So I want to know a little bit more intel, please, about you, because I do feel that you're angry. Again, this is specific. This isn't going to resonate for all of you, but I know it's hitting one of you, isn't it? I know this is like a personal reading for someone, because it is. I just don't have your name. But let's see what's going on. Why are you angry? Spirit, guide and direct me. What's going on with this person that is angry and resentful? Ooh, 5-5. See, and I've been channeling 5-5 today. Just the fact that I got 2 cards in the first place, like what's going on there, right? 2 at one time. You're pissed off, number 1, that there was 2 of you at one time for this guy. How dare you? And like I said earlier, there's an earth sign and there's a water sign. I told you, earth and water, Cancerian, although this is clearly Scorpio, but nonetheless, look at the elements, earth and water. You're upset there was 2 of you. And also you feel rejected and abandoned. That's more than enough reason to be angry and upset. And this person left you crying. This person has literally walked away from you with tears in your eyes. What's ironic is it's almost like they say they've regretted it. You know, I'm sorry for turning my back on you when you needed me the most. They turned their back on you, my friend, when you were crying. This is specific. This is for someone, and you know who it is. You remember that. You remember that day where you were crying and you thought he would stop, wipe your tears, hold you, apologize, say something, or help you because you were in pain and crying, but he walked away. And at that very moment, you felt extremely rejected and abandoned. And I know you've moved on since that day. I know that you've forgiven. I know that you've tried to make peace because 2 of Cups is still standing. I know you still love him. And I know that you've continued to try to salvage whatever was left between the both of you. But today, you know, Mercury retrograde coming up, you're looking backwards and you're thinking, man, that was messed up. Maybe I'm not completely over that. Maybe I'm not completely at peace with what you did. And listen, my advice is this, because I really feel it. I feel this is the answer. I know that it's so good to forgive. Believe me, of all people, believe me, like truly of all people, I know what it is to forgive. And I know how freeing that feels, how good that is. It's just like, oh, whew, it feels so good to forgive. So that's always my go-to. But I really feel that in your reading today, it's okay to be mad. It's Mercury retrograde. It's okay to get sad. It's okay. And I feel like you needed to hear that. Because you've been putting on a strong face. You've been smiling. And you're just like, trudge along, little engine that could. Keep on smiling, chin up, chin up. It's gonna be fine. I'm okay. It didn't hurt that bad. I'm all right. I dusted myself off. You remember going to school and falling or just totally busting butt in front of everybody on the playground. And you're wearing jeans, right? And you skin your knee, and the jeans look fine on the outside, maybe a little rip. And you stand up and you try to walk it off, and you're like, oh, I'm fine. Your hands are scraped on your palms, they're burning. Your knee is throbbing. You've got this freaking limp that you wish wouldn't be that visible. And you feel the sting under your jeans. And you know skin has been ripped, you're bleeding, like it hurts. But you're just like, yeah, let's go run and play dodgeball again. It's fine. And you're in pain. Anyways, that's what's going on here. That's what's going on. And whatever you've been through in the last 5 years has been hell. You, and I'm speaking to someone specifically, and if it's your story, you know it is. But you've been specifically going through hell for 5 years. And I'm not saying that you didn't suffer before then. I'm just saying it got intense about 5 years ago. And probably around the month of May. Okay? And there might have even been something that popped off in the year 2015. Anyways, you've been walking around with a busted knee, man. Like, seriously. You've been seriously damaged, hurt, really wounded, and you're just shaking it off. I'm fine. It's okay. It's all good. And anyways, that's what you've been doing until right now. And that's why during this reading, Mercury retrograde, you're like, hold on a minute, wait a minute. Who said you could just waltz back into my life? Did I say that? I kind of feel like this is Princess Jasmine with her dad, you know, totally Disney. Did anyone ask me who I wanted to marry? Who I give permission to? You know, you're all just bartering around on who gets to be with the princess. What about me? What did I have a say? You know, and she's like, I guess I have to speak up for myself at this point. Who are you all? You know, karmic, source, divine lover. Oh, it's all fine. It's all okay. Everything that happened to me, everything I went through, it's okay. And you can just waltz back in like nothing ever happened. Like it didn't really faze me. And here's the weird reflection, quote unquote, inner reflection. You've realized that's the opinion you've given everybody. You've given everyone the opinion that, yeah, it's okay because you walked it off, remember? Yeah. I know. I'm going to have to catch you by your tail. You're like, Steph's got me by the tail now. Yeah, because I reeled you in. This is your story. Yes, this is you. Yes, you're feeling like, who are all you to say you could waltz back in? And then boom, I drop a bomb on you. You said it was okay because you walked it off. It was nothing. You've forgiven, you've quote unquote forgotten, you've moved on, Chariot. You've been working on your healing, Empress. And you've been doing great. And I think you did succeed in some real healing, some real forgiveness, some real moving on. But I think all of a sudden, lately, within the last 24 to 48 hours, it's hit you like a ton of bricks. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Stop singing. Stop the freaking band. Stop the show. Hold the movie. Wait a minute. I'm not ready to go forward yet. And that's okay. That's Mercury retrograde. So this is your moment. And you're just like, stop. Stop. Everyone just stop. And you're looking around at your life and you're like, oh my God, I'm not okay. It's been 5 years. I've been rejected. I've been tossed aside. I've been abandoned for someone else. I've been left for dead. I've been ghosted or shafted. I've been standing there crying, and the man I love looked at me, turned his back, and walked away. And it's not okay. So this is it. You're like, no, I'm not walking this pain off anymore. There are some things you can walk off. This is not one of them. And this got deep. Go figure, I'm reading for a Cancerian. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, 7th house. I already named it earlier if you missed it. Yes, I'm reading for a Cancerian. It is specific. It is. And I'm sorry that like, oh, that's not my sign. Listen, I'm sorry. And I didn't ask you, by the way. And did you check your chart? No, I only know my sun sign. Okay, boom. Did you check your Vedic? No, I only know tropical. Boom. You don't know shiznit then, okay? You just listen and hear me out. This is the sign. This is the reading. I know who I'm reading for, and I know what the story is. That's why I'm the psychic. And it either resonates or it doesn't. So anyways, Mercury retrograde is here, just like, let's go ahead and feel it. Are you ready to feel it? Are you ready to feel this? Because it's a tsunami. It's a tsunami. There may even be a tsunami coming up soon, guys. I feel like there could be another tsunami. There's a very dangerous tsunami that's about to come, and it's symbolizing what the divine feminine is going through, which is a Mercury retrograde tsunami of feelings. If there's going to be a tsunami during the shadow period and period of Mercury retrograde, I'm calling it right now. Because it's a symbol of the divine feminine, of Oshun. Ace of Swords. See? Oh my God, I got chills all over me. Because this came up in his reading. Now it's in yours. This is the absolute truth. When the Ace of Swords slams down in a reading, it's like, boom, nailed it. This is the truth. And it's slicing to the fact that you are kind of burying, you're burying a part of you that is now dead. And I think it would be good for some of you guys to have a mourning or some kind of a mini metaphorical funeral for your past self. I know it seems ridiculous to some people, but I didn't ask you. I'm talking to the person that the reading's for. And I think that if you looked at a picture of your old self from 5 years ago, get in touch with her or him. Get in touch with them and really talk to that person and be like, listen, I know you were going through so much. It's okay to feel things now. It's okay to cry. Because this is the Cancerian mothering energy that's coming in. And the Cancerian energy wants to nurture and love on and heal someone. So this tsunami of emotions is like, go ahead and feel it, you know, go ahead and feel it. This is coming to you with the Mercury retrograde. So you're not that person anymore. What's coming up for you? You're so sad. You're angry, you're resentful, you're sad. You have every right to be. What's coming up for you here in the near future? You're right, Michelle. Ace of Pentacles, money's coming in. Queen of Swords, you're wiser now. King of Pentacles. Oh, it's definitely money. Money and stability. The Wheel of Fortune. Talk about a whole new world. It's a whole new beginning. The Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. You're so lucky. What's coming in for you is the good stuff. You know, because after all of this, you deserve this. You do. But remember, before you get to the good stuff, before you skip to the good stuff, remember to go ahead and let that tsunami hit you over the next 6 to 8 weeks. That's how long it's going to be. And ironically enough, in the previous reading before this, it said what? 2 of Cups, 2 months, 8 weeks, before you and this person would have a reuniting and a deep healing with the Empress and the Chariot, which was being able to move on. This could be foretelling that in the near future, in about 8 weeks, you and your man are going to be able to move forward from this resentment, this anger, and this hurt. A, because they're getting out of their terrible situation. And B, because you did some work here. You did some releasing of feeling hurt and being angry. You deserve so much, though. And I told you earlier, didn't I, that I thought he was a King of Cups. And boom, here he is, King of Cups. I'm sorry, I don't know. Mercury retrograde. I screwed that whole name up. I meant to say King of Pentacles. My bad, okay? King of Pentacles came up in the first reading, and then he came up with the Queen of Pentacles. So I knew they were a couple. But then you showed up as the Empress, okay? So I knew you were somebody different. 3 people, okay? But now in your future, the Queen of Swords is here saying, we're going to cut out that third party, snip, snip. The old is gone, the old you is gone, and we get a new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles, which is a beautiful, fresh new start. And there's something so beautiful about a seed. This is a symbol of the flower of life, which you guys all probably already know. These cards are available on my website if you want to purchase them, by the way. I created them. Anyways, as you see, it has a glowing of green, which is great for healing. So this is the seed of a new life. Are you going to water it? I think you are, because King of Pentacles is here. The great waterer and farmer and gardener himself. So he's going to water that pentacle. All right? But this King of Pentacles that showed up in the previous reading is going to show up in your life in the future, and you are going to get a new beginning with him. I know I keep saying him. It could be a her, okay, in a masculine energy, but just bear with me, okay? It's a him for me right now. And he's going to be freshly cut away from the old, because death showed up on his doorstep. A, he got dancing with death. B, he got death, and now you got death. So believe me, he's not the same person he was in the past. He's brand new, he's fresh, and he's rejuvenated for you. So we have a fresh start. We have a new, actually new beginning. And the Wheel of Fortune to me in the near future is a trip. It's travel. You guys might go on a little trip together. And symbolically, it just means that you guys are going to be able to move forward from this. But right now, like I said, 6 to 8 weeks of healing, because you are hurt. You're deeply hurt. And I know something is going to transform inside of you and on the outside of you because of these tears. These tears are symbolic. The tsunami is symbolic. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Swords. You know what to do. You already know. Like, as soon as I said this to you today, you're like, boom, I know what to do, Steph. I get it. Under that is the Magician and the Desire card. You may not know it yet, but you're manifesting a brand new beginning with this person. I know it's like a shocker. Whoa, what's that? Because earlier you were Jasmine, right? You were like, excuse me, no one asked my permission if I even wanted to be a part of this, but the cards speak for themselves. Let's get a message of what you want to say about this transformation. What's dying away? What's dying away from my collective group? What's dying away? It's definitely this one. So we have Nitya Kali, number 30. Look at the cycles of the moon, so feminine. Bottom of the deck is Devi Makali, number 29 and 30. Ironically, 29 to the 30, which is a progression. It's moving forward. I love it. This is a baby, and it does represent a precious new beginning. You did get the Empress. There may even be a baby in your future with this man that you didn't even know about. Watch. But even if it's not an actual baby, like it for everyone represents the rebirth and a new beginning. Anyways, let's read this. She calls us away from the world, a journey inside of ourselves, where the path is sacred. It's beautiful. It's an introversion of isolation, and it beckons you right now. It's asking you to be alone. It's asking you to go inside and feel those feelings, turning the waters within you. This may feel natural. It may also feel for some of you completely unfamiliar, but into this journey inside, you're going to get some new energy, some new insight from everything you've been through. And you're going to allow that which needs to end to actually have closure. You will realize that you are not being denied, but released. And maybe you weren't even rejected. Maybe you were released from a very painful burden that could have been really bad. Think of it as a blessing, right? You will realize that you are not being denied, okay? And there is something new on the horizon. So this death card says, honor your losses. Cry for the moments that need those tears. Feel it. But, thank God there's a but. Keep hope alive in your heart for what is meant to be. So this is kind of like you hurt me. And they're like, I know. I'm so sorry. And you say, don't do it again. I know that's from a movie. I can't think of the movie. Maybe you guys know the movie. But that quote, you hurt me. Don't do it again. What movie is that from? Let me think. Oh, Pretty Woman. I knew it would come to me. I'm such a movie person, everybody. Pretty Woman. And it's where he was treating her in what her opinion was wrongly. She felt bad about herself. She felt hurt. She was sensitive. I don't think he did anything intentional in the movie, but she was sensitive. And him telling his friend about her and what she does, betrayed her trust and embarrassed her and put her in a bad position, and she felt terrible. And it was an act of betrayal to her heart. And that's when he said, please don't go. And she said, you know, you hurt me. And she said, don't do it again. Because she gave him that warning. If you do it again, I'm not going to be here. Okay? You've caused me to cry. You've turned your back on me. You've betrayed me. You've abandoned me. You've rejected me. You left me crying. You've hurt me. And that's the gospel truth. Don't do it again. Because I think you're willing to forgive, and after 6 to 8 weeks, you will be. And that's why this card says, keep hope alive in your heart for what's meant to be. Because even in the movie, even though he hurt her, he was meant to be. He was a wonderful man for her. And not every relationship has perfection. You know that. Anyways, this card says, this is the cycle of the waning moon. You're going to feel super emotional. And from the moment just after the height of the full moon, you're going into a phase of decline. Right up until the black moon, just before the moon initiates a fresh cycle. And which is the Ace of Pentacles. You are going to get that fresh cycle. You're just letting this part go. This is a sign to embrace the qualities of decrease, just for a time, to bring in a cycle of experience and completion, to generate what's necessary for the next day. Given our societal interest and activity, we have to honor Nitya Kali. That requires us to use our will to honor our soul rhythms, even above peer pressure. There's going to be resistance, embracing the crumbling away of what you once cherished. Guys, I've got chills. Didn't I tell you earlier? Maybe you need a little mini burial, little mini funeral, like you need to grieve and bury the old you. Guess what? This book actually says, yet in doing so, we can give it a proper burial. And we're talking about death. What is it you need to bury? I guess you'll know. This is random, but it popped up to me during a little meditation before I went live with you guys. Maybe this is a word to meditate on, like a message from the divine. Maybe it's directly a sign, I don't know, but here it goes. Olive oil. And I saw the literal image of olives and the oil. I'm not going to explain it. I'm going to let you do your own research, your own meditation on it, your own processing of what olive oil could mean for you today. But I feel like now is the right time to bring it up. Allowing for the cleansing of emotions. Oh my gosh, more chills. It literally says perhaps anger, sadness, loss, or grief. Wow, more chills. Grief in the face of betrayal. Wow, guys, this is absolutely on point. Literally says it in the face of betrayal. All these words are cards you've gotten today. It's also about disappointment, even confusion. Let them move through the soul. then the space for your higher understanding and healing and even forgiveness and gratitude for what has been learned can open up. Peace and release follow, and soon after, a readiness for the new. Guys, this is your message. This is why it said 6 to 8 weeks. Grieving, you're angry, you're resentful, you're hurt, you have every right to be. Mercury's giving you a tsunami of emotions. You've been put through betrayal. You have every right to feel anger and sadness. You've been walking it off like it was nothing, but it is. It's something huge. And this is a moment for you. And once you face it, you're going to have to bury the old you that put up with this. The old you that was a doormat. The old you that walked it off. The old you that looked the other way and said it's okay. That's what has to get buried so you can make readiness for the new. To hold space in the liminal or between times when something is no longer. It's about superior evolution. You do not have to parade your progress in front of everybody. You don't have to prove anything to your person or anyone. This is a time of your own solitary inner journey. It's healthy, and it can even be enjoyable. This is a chance to expand your psychological and emotional vocabulary. Allow the divine feminine wisdom of your soul to do what it needs to do. Cry. Cry, cry, cry. That's the sensitivity of your divine feminine. She cries. She cries for the world. She cries for the young. She cries for the wounded, the hurt, the enslaved. She cries for so many, and her tears are the salt water that heals this earth. And she also needs to cry for you, which is your pain and suffering and the betrayal. Let her healing tears run over you and heal you. If you're used to controlling everyone and everything, this is a chance to step back and let everyone else do what they do. Kali's message is to give yourself time and space to truly let go, as this ending is divinely intended. You shall receive abundant blessings that will more than replace any loss of your previous life phase. If you have been, and you absolutely have, a period of loss and grief, this oracle indicates that, honey, it's coming to an end. Likely sooner than you realize. And yet, you're invited to follow this through to completion naturally, rather than trying to rush it into an ending. How many of us, raise your hands, seriously, have tried to rush into our endings? R is mine. I'm guilty. I am hella guilty. Rushing into endings just seems quick, painless, like ripping off a Band-Aid. And we hear it every day, don't we? All over media and whatnot. End it, quick, 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 rip it off, get it over with. You know, just rip these things apart. Clashing towers, just it's over. Ticking time bombs, boom, exploded. Rarely are we told there is a slow death and it's okay. We're always thinking that quicker is better. Well, this reading is here to tell you, honey, no. Slow for you right now is better. Slow, nice and slow, 6 to 8 weeks. Process your grief. Have days of solitude. Have days of tears and crying and picking out whatever. Have your mini funeral. Grieve. Feel it. And then when you're done processing all of this, look up to the sky, speak to your higher self, which your divine masculine is up there, and say, don't do it again. In fact, that should be the title of your reading. Don't do it again. You know, but at this moment, you are pulling yourself away in true Cancerian style, because when you push a Cancerian to the edge, they're gone for at least a minute. Like they will pull back. You know, thank God Cancerians hang on to nostalgia, and they'll honor love even in the past. But when they are hurt, believe me, they go into that crab shell, honey. They hide out, and they are hard on the outside. Very hard. Hard to penetrate, hard to get to, hard to talk to. They're not going to open up to love you when they're in their shell like that. You know, when the Cancerian retreats because it's been wounded, well, the Cancerian's been wounded, it's not good. And people think you could just walk all over Cancerian. Man, they're so wrong. Cancerian is the ocean, and it will take a lot of abuse and pollution. But when it strikes back, it comes back like a hurricane, like a fury. Okay? And just think of when the tide pulls back and pulls back all that water and reveals the sand and all the creatures under it and the whales and the sharks and whatever's been beached. Like, it just sucks back. And everything that was once submerged in the ocean, all these creatures soaking wet, are now getting burned by the sun. Because why? Oshun has pulled back. When Oshun leaves, everything gets scorched. Oshun is really the representative of the zodiac sign of Cancerian, the Great Mother. And I'm just saying, like, for the divine feminine energy today, when you pull back that tide, it's going to be felt. Your absence is going to be noticed. And that's what's going to happen to your person. It's your absence will be noticed by them. And do you. I mean, 6 to 8 weeks of pulling back that tide, crying, dealing with your anger, feeling upset, do it. And when you come back out of your shell and you're like, okay, I've gone through this facet of grief. I'm ready for the ace in your face. I'm ready for the new beginning. When you do approach your masculine, which in fact is your divine, you're going to say, in a typical Queen of Swords fashion, don't do it again. Don't do me like that. Don't you do me like that. So, anyways, what needs to be said about this isolation period with the two of you, my love? Show me the Wheel of Fortune. And we're talking about the ocean, and of course it comes out. My love for you is deeper than the ocean. You're like, listen, I do love you very deeply. I do. And I know your love will come back. We have deadly sins, which is Capricorn. Could very well be they have Capricorn in their chart as the earth sign. Capricorn and Cancerian are destined to meet. So interesting enough. The devil that has sat in both your readings does signify one important thing now that they've come together. And it is, you've never let each other go completely. There's still this hanging on. There still is this hanging on. Deadly Sins is here. The Magician has come up twice also, which is a telling of magic, sorcery, witchcraft, magical power and ability, the manifesting of one another. Also the choice that both of you choose the same person, both of you choose the same outcome. I know there's two very different sides of the coin, but choices have been made and there is magic in the air between the two of you. Cathedral has come out, which is divine union, marriage, commitment, soul contracts, loyalty even. And then we have the time isn't right for me to reach out. The timing is off. We've established that. You need 6 to 8 weeks. This person is going to come at you and try to get at you. I can promise you. Okay, bottom of the deck, the Empress again for you. You're going to take some much needed quiet time and some healing. It's okay. But this person's going to reach out. Because he knows it's over. It's over with that earth sign karmic. It's done. It's just a matter of time. The last straw on the camel's back, 9 of Wands. They know that this is the last stand and it's almost over. Okay. So within 3 weeks, it's going to be over with him and that karmic. What is he going to be doing during this Mercury retrograde period as this person reaches out to you? I want to use a different deck. Look, third party. I saw Queen of Pentacles and I saw third party. Listen, you know, he hasn't quite released that third party yet. And see, earlier you got Queen of Swords. He got the King of Swords. You guys keep popping up. Judgment with the Mercury retrograde, the past getting brought up, being dredged up again, and the Knight of Cups. Second chances, reaching out for love. I do think your masculine's going to reach out for a second chance with you during this next 6 to 8 weeks. But what exactly is going to be discussed over here? What's going to be discussed? High Priestess. No more holding back. No more secrets. I know that you're my soulmate. Okay. Dark nights of the soul. Loving it and breaking free. Can we work things out? You're my shining star. I know that this is a soul connection. Wow, my friends, prisoner. I'm channeling a song here by Patsy Cline. It's called Crazy. I'm not going to sing it today. I'm not a singer. I'm not going to act like I am on this tarot channel. I do tarot, not singing. But you might want to listen to it, Patsy Cline, Crazy. And you know, in the song, she's like, I'm crazy for feeling so blue. I'm crazy for loving you. She's crazy, you know, crazy about this person. And I channeled it because this person feels crazy for loving you. Like there's just something taboo about you. Like I am absolutely off my bonkers, crazy for loving this divine feminine for whatever reason. And you divine feminine are like, oh, I second that. I'm crazy for loving you. Like both of you are just nuts about each other. So there's that. Your person's going to reach out and say, I'm not going to hold back anymore. You're my little secret. You're the one, 22, 29. I know you're my soulmate. I know this is a love connection that defies all explanation. I'm lost without you. I'm in the dark night of the soul. I'm at the bottom of the pit, 5 of Pentacles. I broke free from the karmic. I'm not with her anymore. I'm not with the Queen of Pentacles. Can we work things out? Because I'm being guided back to you for whatever reason, Judgment and the Star card. Okay? Because you're beyond this person's explanation also. You know, he's wondering, why am I being drawn back to you? I thought it was over. I thought you were mad and angry at me. I thought you were an ex from the past. Like, why am I being judgment brought up with you again? And it's like the, I guess, realization, high priestess, that you're the one. But remember, you're going to say, don't do that again. Because you're not wanting to be pushed around like that. But again, you know, that was your soul lesson. You signed up for that. You knew you were going to be betrayed. Just FYI. And hold on. I just want to take a moment to share that with you. And I don't want to sound like a know-it-all. But I am a teacher. I'm Sag. Okay? And I was brought here to give you this message here on YouTube, you know, so I don't want to come off like arrogant at all, but I am a teacher, and I want to share with you my experiences. I've been through hell, so I could share these things with you. Because a lot of people struggle with forgiveness, including my grandma. I have overcome so many problems, guys. I've had to forgive a lot. I've had to forgive narcissistic family members. I've had to forgive family members that are betraying me all the time. And I don't mean forgiving as having a relationship. Forgiving is letting it go and not being bitter. I've had to forgive lovers for their acts of betrayal. The biggest thing I've ever had to forgive, though, is the drunk, on drugs, selfish, arrogant, woman abusing, by the way, man that killed my father. And it took me forever to get to that forgiveness. It's been 19 years, but I think I reached forgiveness at about 15 years. And I just want to share that with you for a moment. Do you know the trick that I used to help me with forgiveness? And it was knowledge. It was wisdom. It was the sun card. And I think that's why I chose that beautiful girl opening up her arms to the sun at sunset and a butterfly falling on her nose, representing transformation and rebirth through the act of forgiveness and healing. It's through wisdom, because the sun is wisdom. It's God. It's masculine. And wisdom for me came through because of astrology, because of the natal charts of my father and me, and just knowing that that was his destiny. Also, my dad, who's very spiritual, sharing with me also, he thought he was going to die young in an accident, and that was before he died. But he expressed that to me. He said, you know, Steph, I always thought I was going to die young in a vehicle accident, in a tragic accident. I just felt that. I just felt it. He had a knowing in his soul for many years, even before I was born. He had a knowing that that's how his soul was going to go out. So that was my piece a little bit, but still not enough. And then when I got into astrology and I looked at his chart and my chart, and I saw the timing of death, and I saw the tragedy of it all, with Mars as a weapon and Rahu there bringing in drugs and alcohol, and even the murder of my kid's father, the shooting, which was seen astrologically, and the forgiveness I've had to have with that. But here's my trick. When you see that it's written in the stars, it gives you peace, because it wasn't an accident. It wasn't something that just accidentally happened. It wasn't a huge mistake. It wasn't avoidable. Oh, if we just would have made a whole different choice, this would have never happened. It wasn't avoidable. It was divine timing. And it's sad when that comes. It sucks is what it does. It totally sucks. But it was written in the stars. And when you realize we're all souls, just doing our with written contracts, nothing in words with a pen and paper, but written in the planets and the stars and the constellations and the timing and this great clock that exists in time and space, which never ends. It's just this. Sorry about that, my phone was ringing. But when you get this existence image, you have peace. Because you realize the people that were the enemies, the perpetrators, the bad guys in your story, all these bad guys, the karmics, the cheaters, the liars, the murderers, the killers in our stories, they had a purpose too. And how sad for them to come here and perform, because this is all a stage, basically, but how sad for them to come here and perform a duty that feels that heavy. It feels that dark and that ugly to be a killer, to be a destroyer, to be darkness. How sad to come here and be that. And knowing that's part of the story and that's part of our story and we're intertwined like the moon and the sun. It's supposed to be. It was just supposed to be. It was supposed to happen. And when you know it, because it's seen in your chart and you're like, gosh, as much as this hurts me, the betrayal, the loss, the grief, the murder, the act, whatever it is, as much as that hurts you and you feel like you made a big mistake, well, I should have chosen somebody else. I can't believe I was that blind in this relationship. Or, whatever your regret is. Had that woman just not come into our lives, it wouldn't have been destroyed. No, it was all written. It was all already seen, and that's cathedral. That's the divine contract. So anyways, my trick about forgiveness is when you see it astrologically, you feel so much love. So much love. I wish you guys could feel that. So much love for the enemy. It's a pitying even. It's an understanding. I have to admit, I'm sorry that you're in that position. I'm sorry. I wouldn't want to be in that position. My soul would not want to be here doing what you did. That's heavy. Unfortunately, with our karma, I think we're all going to see the opposite side of that someday. I don't know. I believe it. I believe if you don't have forgiveness, you may experience what that person went through in their shoes. If you have so much hate, anger, and unforgiveness, you're going to come back and you're going to get to experience it firsthand because your soul's going to learn it one way or the other. So listen, I don't know. This is my trick. Take it from a Jupiter Pisces person about grief and loss and endings and transformation and rebirth. Take it from me. I was born here to teach this. When you look at your chart, which is a science, proven, predictable, it's real. How can you debate what you've been through? How can you ever again look at it like an accident? How could you be mad at your person for cheating, lying, or whatever? How could you be mad at the person who harmed your family? Listen, this murderous man killed my husband, my kid's father, in cold blood murder in Brooklyn, New York, on Father's Day. And another cold-blooded murderer abused his girlfriend and got drunk and high on Oxycontin and other stupid drugs. He was out of his mind in a vehicle driving 2 hours within a span of 30 minutes, speeding like the devil, headed straight for my dad, unintentionally, supposedly, but this is all karma. And him of all people on that road for 2 hours, highways. Why that? Murderous man, big, mean, ugly man. And for the longest time, I was just angry. And I felt shafted. I felt like the universe gave me a real bad hand. And what unluck I've had, losing the men in my life, what terrible luck. And those weren't the only men lost, my dad and my husband, but it was another first love fiance that was murdered also, which I didn't mention. And I was 18 years old and he was murdered in cold blood again by murderers. So I've had people murdered in my life, more than one person. And I can tell you that today, thanks to knowledge and wisdom from the sun, from astrology, I feel bad for them. And I actually love these people. I do. I love these murderers. And it feels so weird to come out of my mouth, and it doesn't make sense. And I know it's very taboo, and anyone that would hear me would be like, what in the heck is wrong with this girl? I don't know how to explain it. But I know that I understand it. And I know that when I look at their soul, not their ugly drunkenness, not their murderous human life, but when I look at their soul here fulfilling a karma, a duty they must fulfill in this life, just as us, I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry that they have to go through their life feeling guilt, shame, pain, and they hate themselves. They don't look in the mirror like they love themselves. Those murderers don't look in the mirror and go, you're a great guy. What a wonderful guy you are. They hate themselves. And if I can be a light, it would be, I'm sorry that you came here and you had to do this thing that you did. I'm sorry that that was your role in this story. Nobody wants to play the bad guy role. But I forgive you because you're part of my dad's story. You're part of my husband's story. You're part of my fiance's story. You're part of their karma. You taught them as a soul something here that they came to learn. You did the deed. You did what you had to do so they could fulfill their missions, their soul purpose, their awakening, whatever you want to call it, so they could experience fullness. You did that. And you also stepped into our lives as a family and showed my soul grief and suffering and loss at a profound level that I wouldn't have learned any other way. And now you've taught me to love my enemies, to understand you as a soul, not a human here doing human things, but as a piece of light that existed somewhere else before this time. And I forgive you. And I even love you. And I'm sorry you have to go through that. And I know my dad's okay. And I know my husband's okay. And I know my My ex-fiance's okay. I know. And they're doing what they need to do as a soul. They're one step ahead of the game. So I just want to share with you that, seriously, I know about forgiveness. I really do. And if you can get to a place where you can forgive and love your enemies, to where you could actually hug them and show them some kind of love, you've reached a place of deep forgiveness. And it feels very good. It's euphoria. It's really, wow. I wish, it's like a natural high. It literally is a natural high, and your body feels about 10 pounds lighter. Seriously, once you forgive. If I can forgive murderers, guys, and love them, surely you can work yourself to a process of forgiving the betrayal that's been done to you at some point on your journey. And like I said, the trick is, if it makes it any easier for you to have forgiveness, look at your chart. Look at it, see who was meant to be here, see when you were supposed to be betrayed, see how you were supposed to struggle on this third party, see how you were going to deal with these third parties. Just see it, and then you'll be like, wow. So if it's already written, it was destiny, and how can I be PO'd off at destiny? How could I be mad? How could I be mad at the cycle? How? It's just impossible. And I think once you understand that, you're like, oh, good, I can forgive. I can move on. It's not going to kill me. To do that, of course, you have to be ready. I mean, it took me 15 years. Let's see what your person wants to say to you. Because this is that person that's going to pursue you. They don't want to hold back anymore. They want to know if you guys can work things out, because they have broken free from the karmic. But can you forgive them? What do they want to say? I read every word you've ever written me, maybe even more than once. I feel you sending sexual energy my way, by the way. It takes every bit of me to have self-control to not come towards you like that. And I will always love you, no matter what happens. No matter who you are, they're always going to love you. There is this strange attraction, believe me. And it's like, you could be on the utmost spiritual journey, but you send them sexual energy. Maybe you do it on purpose, maybe you don't, but they're getting the message, okay? Sometimes they wonder if this deep connection is all in their head, but then they know deep down that it's not. They're trying to overcome their vices and their blocks so they can be the man that you deserve, so that they can give you all that you deserve. You've triggered their spiritual awakening. And they have lately, especially during this Mercury retrograde break, they're going to be replaying your conversations, your messages, and they're going to be so sorry for always holding back from you. There's going to be major regrets at just not fully opening up with you. Let's get another confession here. See, I'm worried about my legacy and status. Again, confession, yes, I'm worried about people think of me. I'm worried about my reputation. Nobody understands me at a deep level. Scorpio energy, right? That's how they feel. Nobody gets them. And they really haven't known what they've been running from. They're confused. What does Spirit want to say about your love journey? Number 1, your love journey includes lessons about standards and boundaries. Number 2, you've known this person in a past life. Okay, this is a past life lover. This is not somebody brand new that you just picked up and started to love this time. Okay, this is someone you've known and loved before. 3, on wings of love, guidance and protection. Okay, you guys were guided together, meant to be, driven by love, but brought together by spirit. On the wings of love, you found each other. You have a lot of anticipation for this man or this woman, okay? Your heart is on lockdown for them, and their heart is on lockdown. Oh my God. Done. Chills. Wow. Key to my heart, heart on lockdown. Don't tell me you guys aren't meant to be. Absolutely meant to be. However ridiculous it may sound to you or anyone else, who really cares? And what does it really matter? Who else thinks whatever else? That's what they're busy worrying about, what other people think. Maybe you're in the same boat, I don't know, but who cares? Wow. Meant to be, key to my heart. And then you have, look what the cat dragged in. Return and apologies. Return and apologies. I'm going to leave it there, guys. It's been a good reading. Okay, remember this is going to be titled Don't Do It Again. You have a lot to process right now. Go ahead. Let the tsunami come in. It's coming. And 6 to 8 weeks of it too. So it's no short little period of time. It's quite a while. In the grand scheme of things, it's short. But really, it's going to feel like a minute. Okay? So, as you step away and you go into your heart and your feelings, and it's okay to cry because you've been betrayed. You've been hurt. It's wrong. And you can't just walk it off anymore, okay? But during that time, you're going to get pursued. You're going to get wooed. This person's going to text you, drive by, try to meet up with you, try to come see you. This person's going to be guided to you. This person is going to be thinking heavily about working things out with you and not quite knowing how to express it, but is going to try to express it. But all in all, you guys are going to be brought together again because I know that you're my soulmate. And this is a soul connection. When it's like that, it's like that. Okay, key to my heart. So good luck on this little tsunami journey. I love you guys. I hope this reading resonated with you. It's third party. It's Cancerian and Earth energy. It's definitely water and earth at the very least. This is a soulmate reading. Past life lover reading. And this is a reading of betrayal. So I hope you guys can get to that place of forgiveness so you can get your new beginning. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination. So you just keep swimming. Look at that, 99 minutes. I'm going to close. I love you guys. I'm going to do a quick 15-minute lightning round. Anybody who wants to have a card about your relationship, clock starts now, 6:42. Well, my clock is a little ahead, so 6:46. Hang on. Okay, 6:42. Now 6:43. So you guys have 5 minutes to go into Cash App only, and I will pull some cards for you. If you want one card, it's $5. If you want two, $10. If you want three, $15. Whatever, okay? But it's available there. I'll give you guys a moment. And thank you for watching, okay? Please, I hope I see you again. Hit the like button if you haven't. I'd really appreciate it. And subscribe. If you're looking for a more intimate, personal setting for a reading, I have those available on my website. It's listed below right there. Markers put it in the comments, jks1111.com. You can order an intimate personal reading with me, and I'll put that on the schedule. But if you're okay with it being public and now, we're ready, okay? And you can just let me know what cards you want to use. If you want to use Divine Counterparts in Separation, you can use this deck. You can use this one here, which is the Mystic Moon Oracles, Arrows of Love. Okay, you can use the Kali Oracle. Maybe you just want to get a Kali Oracle. Maybe you want to use my True Love Oracles. Maybe you just want to know what your Divine Masculine thinks of you, and you could use Divine Masculine Confessions. Okay. Maybe you want to know what your Divine Masculine is feeling towards you right now. You could use Divine Masculine Messages. So it's up to you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah. Hey, Gildorado, very good advice and reading. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Michelle, Cash App isn't working. It says that she is not accepting payment. That's weird. I haven't gotten any Cash Apps for days. Maybe that's why. Let me take a look. Hang on real quick, guys. All right, well, I just checked it and everything's working. I went through all my information and it is up and running. It's active. Maybe you're on the wrong account. Markers put in the details. You have to put a money symbol and then the words, okay? And then you'll see my logo, okay? When you see my logo, you know, boom, that's Steph, and it should work, okay? If you're having trouble, Michelle, you can go to my website and donate right there. And that's www.jks1111.com. And just click on the website, go to the top left corner, and down below it will say donations. Just click there and you can donate there if Cash App is not functioning for you. Yeah, if Cash App is too confusing, guys, you can just go to the website. But Cash App has a green money symbol. And you just go to App Store and hit Cash App, and it's a green money symbol, and you just scan your credit card, your debit card, and it should be connected, and then you can transfer and receive money there. JO15, Cash App just worked for you. Okay, great. Thank you, JO. See, Cash App's working fine. Just make sure you have the right address. JO15, how many cards did you get, hun? Let's go ahead. You got 3? Okay, honey. What are your questions? All right, let's get you 3 cards. Do you want to have a Divine Masculine message? Do you want to use the separation tarot? Do you want to use my tarot? Do you want to use the love oracles? A Kali? What would you like? A mixture? Okay, so the separation one. Okay. All right, so what are we aiming to get? What is this person thinking in regards to you during your separation? Or what's going to happen in your future? Do you want to know how this person feels about you or the future? Let's see. Michelle, okay, it worked. You did 4. Okay. I'm glad it worked. Okay. For the future. Okay, let's go ahead and see what's going on in the near future. Spirit, please guide and direct me for JO15. JO15. What's going on for JO15? Ooh, that's good. I love you. Okay, in the future. And I'm working on my inner issues. And the Judgment card. This is the card of second chances. Bottom of the deck here is pride. Okay, your person's pride has gotten in the way. And that's been the problem with the whole thing. Ego and pride. Your person that you're separated from loves you very much at a very deep level. They've got some inner stuff to work on, inner childhood issues, and probably amongst of a bunch of other spiritual things. But they are working on it, and this person wants to be a better person for you, okay, and for themselves. They are reflecting right now and looking back at what they've done, and in the future, they want a second chance, okay? They would love to have a second chance. It's going to be hard, but they're going to get the courage to reach out and tell you how they feel at some point down here in the future. This is all kind of hitting them right now. This Mercury retrograde, this is when it's hitting them. And there's going to be a lot of deep thought and a lot of feelings about your relationship and what happened, and really wanting to go in and fix this. This person is kind of in a fog right now. This person is not sure what you think about them, what you feel about them, if this is even open, and just kind of wondering if you still love this person and hoping that everything will work out. Karma is coming down really hard on your person right now. I don't know if you know this, but your person is experiencing a speeding ticket or some kind of a vehicle ticket or fine of some type, maybe even a problem legally with something that involves police or case. There's that definitely going on, even if it's minuscule. It's just karma. Being kind of dragged through the mud here because karma's just coming down a little bit hard. You know, when it rains, it pours. And so your person is going through that because it's trying to wake them up. That dark night of the soul. Wake up. Look what's going on. What are you going to do to fix life for yourself? What do you want? All in all, this is the card of overcoming. And in the future, I definitely feel that you guys are going to overcome the separation, because karma is kind of bringing this person down at a level of, look what you're doing with your life. Look where you're headed. Is this where you want to be? Are you content? Are you happy here? And I think ultimately the answer is going to be no, because I still love my person. So anyways, you got the card of second chances. I do think in the future you're going to get that second chance because they're working on fixing their inner issues, this person, okay? Thank you so much, Joe. I appreciate that. Yeah, we got a couple more minutes here, guys. Open $5 cards. This is a lightning flash sale. This isn't all the time. This is just once in a while. It is just a lightning deal, okay? So $5 a card. You can do that on Cash App or my website. Ask any question you want, all right? It's a 15-minute lightning round. You're welcome, Joe. Okay, so Michelle, future, love, money, and home. Okay, and what deck do you want me to use, Michelle? Do you want to use the tarot for that? I think that might be more suited for something diverse. With love, do you want to know what your person feels about you, thinks about you, or wants to say to you? Do you want to know with love what your person's going through? You know, I want those so I can pick the right card. Let's see what's going on with your future. Like, do I go with wanting to relocate? Just not sure if that is smart thing to do. Okay. Spirit, please guide and direct me for Michelle. Show me the money. Show me the money. Ooh, Queen of Cups. You're going to be fulfilled and very happy with money very, very soon. You're going to find out that if you do what you love, money comes easy. Like water. It's going to fall like water from heaven. But you got to do what you love. You got to be passionate and you got to love something that you're doing to make money. Do you love what you're doing? Do you love that? You also need to change your relationship with money. If you want money to be better, you have to love money. You have to welcome it. So many people hate money. They hate wealth. They talk down to wealthy people. Oh, that's only for the rich. The rich are this way. When people talk politics, tax the rich. You know, the rich are evil. It's just this hate towards money. That's Venus. That's money. That's wealth. That's the moon. If you're going to hate on those wealthy people, you're hating on wealth for yourself. So this is check yourself before you wreck yourself. Change your idea about money. And don't think about being in lack and you don't have enough and this and that. Always say I've got more than enough. Money comes to me easily, flows to me easily and freely. Money's always coming to me even when I sleep. I love what I do and money is generated so easily because I love what I do. Making money is no problem for me and wealth is in my future. Okay, the Queen of Cups is wealthy. All right, and let's see what's going on with love. Let's see what were your questions. Crap. Hold on. I was trying to read your questions again. Home, money, love. Why am I forgetting the other one? Love and relation. Ugh, crap. Sorry, there was 4 questions that I'm trying to remember them. Home, money, love. What was the 4th one? Why am I not seeing it? It was just there. Oh, future home, love, and money. Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. Mercury retrograde. Bear with me, guys. Just bear with me. Okay, so anyways, that's money. So let's do home. Should you relocate or not? Show me for Michelle. Should she relocate or not? 6 of Wands. You're letting fear get in the way of what you really want. I think you really want to move. I think there's a better place out there for you that's going to make you happy. Some place that's going to make you happy to go outside and breathe that air. Some place that's going to make you feel alive and rejuvenated. Okay? And I think that you've been held back. I think that this is a yes. I think you should move. I think you should stop scaring yourself silly to prevent yourself from doing it, thinking you're not going to have enough money, thinking it's not going to be possible, thinking that it's new and scary. Guess what? Everything is new and scary when it hasn't happened yet. This is a yes, and this is, you're going to be so much more happy when you do move. Okay. If you do plan a move, it says do it after 6 weeks. So after the Mercury retrograde. Okay. Otherwise, when you move, you'll have regrets. So start making plans for about 8 weeks from now, and start thinking about it now. Start making things in progress, making the ball roll, planning this move, seeing where you would like to live, researching the area, the jobs, the fun things to do around the area. Start envisioning it, make a vision board, and start feeling good about the move. Okay, you knew it was a yes. You just wanted to clarify it. Okay, good. All right. Well, good. Yeah, don't scare yourself silly on that one. It's a big yes. All right. So now we're going to do love. What is in the future for love? Oh, you started doing all that? That's great. Show me love for Michelle. Ooh. 10 of Swords, betrayal. Love is not feeling good right now. What happened? You just went through a divorce? You went through a big separation? Betrayal? You ended something here? It looks like what's happening overall right now is that you've got some pain and sleepless nights about this, feeling sad, feeling hurt, feeling rejected, feeling ashamed, feeling all kinds of bad things, just bad things about love right now. And put an end to that. Your mind is going 1,000 miles a minute. And your mind says, I need to stop thinking so negatively about this. You're walking away from his dishonesty. Good. This is enough because you've been backstabbed more times than you can count. Okay? Backstabbed, betrayed. It's a yes. You've been absolutely betrayed, and that is why he's been dishonest. He didn't want to tell you. He didn't want to hurt you. Cat's got his tongue. He's been quiet. He's maybe even ghosted you or just buttoned up about the truth. Either way, you just didn't get it. And it feels like a stab in the back because you're worth more than that. You're worth at least honesty. But see, he didn't think you could handle honesty. He didn't think you could handle it. So the little bit that you know is enough. Now, don't let your imagination get away with you. Okay. Bottom of the deck here is 9 of Swords, misery. You don't want to have your sleepless nights and pressure and headaches about the pain, the panic, the jealousy, the stress, the sadness, the questions behind everything you don't know, all the rejection and anxiety that you've been put through. Okay. You don't want that to get the better of you. So it's better to just have closure with this right now in the near future. Let it end. Let it be what it is. And let's see what's going to happen. So for your 4th card, I'm going to do a Kali Oracle. Yay. And we're going to see your future. Okay. Because you're turning a new leaf. You're going to be moving somewhere. You're ending a toxic relationship that's not serving you. And money is going to be coming and flowing in big numbers because you're going to love what you do and you're going to feel happy. All right. So there's good things to look forward to in your future. Money's one of them. But let's just see what your future has in store as far as I don't know, the good stuff. All right, so we got 16, which is winner, winner, chicken dinner, Tower card in the Major Arcana. This is Mahakali. Oh, and she's in the very front. Your future says, her magnificence steadies the anxious mind and reassures the heart of the empowering grace that arises through trust in her, attempting to fathom the wisdom behind the workings of Divine Mother. And what would it be like to cram the entire ocean into a teacup? You couldn't do it. There is so much more that you're not going to understand, and it's okay to have those questions. Just know that you're not going to have all the answers. There's too much vast information. Your perspective at this time is limited. You won't need to understand why everything happened and went down the way that it did between the two of you, but you are going to benefit from it. It's better to allow your creativity and resourcefulness and unlimited vision to just take effect in your life, bringing us every grace necessary for a blessed fulfillment. I got an image for you. I follow this girl. She's a painter on Instagram. Love her work. You guys should follow her. She paints ghosts and like a dark forest. Very Halloween, but she paints these adorable little ghosts. And the image I got for you, Michelle, is sometimes you're painting a painting and you have the vision, right? And then the painting gets screwed up. Like the tree turns into a blob. The ghost doesn't look right. It's not shaped right. It's not the right height, whatever. It's like, this is a mess. And instead of tossing the whole canvas out, starting fresh, what we do is we rebuild on top of that. And so usually what an artist would do is just get black and browns and grays or tans, cream, whatever, just black all over the canvas, cover up what's been done, and then start adding more and more color to it. So that image for me as an artist is like, you know what? This didn't happen the way I wanted. I don't have to start all the way over. I don't need a new canvas. I'm the same me, right? You're the same you. You're the same Michelle. You don't have to reinvent Michelle. You just need a whole new location. You need a whole new mindset. And so this tragedy, because this is a tragedy, it just needs to be, it needs new vision. New vision. Okay, so this ideal for you and I isn't working out. Maybe I had a vision for marriage, kids, happy family, and, you know, the white picket fence and the whole life. Maybe that was my vision here in this town. Now, black canvas, starting over. I'm going to move to this new town. I'm going to love what I do. I'm going to do something I really enjoy. And I'm going to be stronger, wiser, have standards and boundaries. And whoever waltzes into my life, as long as it's destiny, I'm a new, more confident person. And I didn't reinvent myself. I just made myself wiser, stronger, more resilient. That's all. I'm thicker with paint now. I've got more depth, okay? More depth than I used to have. And whatever does step into my life in the future, I'm ready, okay? So I just think that you trying to understand why he did what he did, when did he do what he did, you know, getting the answers to all those questions is fruitless. It's like, basha. It doesn't matter anymore. That vision that you had with him isn't working. So paint the canvas black, go move over there and start rebuilding your life. If he so happens to be part of it, then so be it. But maybe you won't even want him by then, you know? You may meet someone totally nice and new. Queen of Cups is here. It's possible when you move, you might meet somebody at work. Or while you're at work and traveling to work, you may meet the love of your life in this new future move. If I could guess a zodiac sign for a new lover, I would think this could be a Leo or Cancerian. okay? This person, I don't know, I have a vision. He may have, this is kind of weird, but hear me out. Thin, just thin. There, my son has thin hair and he's 18. Like, you know, thin is not the end of the world. Thin hair, like thinning, or maybe even a little bit of a receding hairline may be someone that you're going to meet. And there's some very good looking people that have that. I'm not downing this person in any way. I'm just saying you might meet someone that fits that description where you're like, he's got thinner hair than usual, or he's got a little bit of a receding hairline, just a little bit, you know, even if he's young, I don't know. But that might be a sign. And like I said, Cancerian Leo, like I do feel that could be someone. So, you know, keep your mind open. Closure is needed. 10 of Swords. Don't forget closure. Closure with your situation, okay? That's what you need. That's what the cards say. Don't beat a dead horse. You're going to lose sleep over it. Oh, you met a Cancerian? That is great. But he's a Cancer? Oh, boy. Well, I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what to say about that, but that's what came out in the cards. I hope you've enjoyed that reading. Markers, was there anyone else, or is that it for today? Hi, Anita. Okay. Fire. Okay. Love and relationship. So fire, you have 2? Okay. Michelle, I will thank you, Steph. I'm a Cancerian, and he is, oh boy, so no wonder you, well then good luck. I say just take the thinning hair as a sign for whoever. Maybe you're just destined to meet Cancerians. Okay. And for work, make sure you do something that feels healing to you and feels flowy for you and creative and beautiful for you. So if it's a healing thing for you to do that career, you go ahead and do it. If you love doing it, it won't ever be work. Oh no, oh my God. Oh, he's a Pisces. Okay, all right. So fire, you want love and relationship. Let's see what's going on. Okay, well, I'm called to pick one of these. Show me fire. This is what's ended with love and relationships for you. And what is coming in? We're going to do the Mystic Moon, True Love, Arrows of Love Oracles. Okay. You're creating art with wood. Oh, that's beautiful. Show me fire for love. Fire. I don't know what nationality you are, where you're from, what you look like. I just know your name's Fire. I got instant sense of spices, Indian spices. This person that you might meet could be Indian. I mean from India, okay? Or love Indian food. But Indian spices hit me like a ton of bricks. Maybe you just love maybe you're out eating Indian food. I don't know. But Indian spices, maybe this is going to be a spicy love. I don't know. Bottom of the deck is Up in Smoke. Interesting. Hookah. Just kidding. I don't know. But Up in Smoke. The next card we have is Nitya Kali. We just got this today for the main reading, which is ironic. Number 30. And Love Line Revived. All right. You're going to be meeting up with this person for like a chill night. Like there's going to be, you want to meet for a smoke, you want to go hang out, you want to go do this thing. I feel like your relationship kind of fizzled out. You didn't really have closure. It was kind of just up in smoke. You didn't know what happened, but it's going to be revived. Okay. You're going to get a past lover. Ironically, of course, Mercury retrograde, surprise, surprise. This card comes in. Are we really that surprised? Probably not. But nonetheless, it's here. And let's reread the oracle that everyone got today, which you got for yourself. So today's reading may actually really resonate with you if you didn't see it. She calls us away from the world to journey inwards, where a path of the sacred introversion beckons. Turning within may feel very natural or maybe extremely unfamiliar. But in this journey within you, you will gain energy, insight, and freedom from what has been in your life with love. Allow that what needs to go have closure and end, so you can arise and realize that you are not being denied, but released. There is something new on the horizon. Honor your losses. Oh, I'm sorry about that, fire. I lost you, Mercury retrograde. But I found you. I came back in, so I think we're okay. All right. So anyways, I'm so sorry. But your reading today is going to resonate so much with today's reading for the main collective. And really what that means in a nutshell is go ahead and have closure with your person, because that's what needs to happen. And it looks like, it feels like your whole relationship, everything's just going to go up in smoke right now, and everything you've worked for, it just kind of disappears, and that's how it feels after so many years, so much time, whatever. But then it can be revived, okay? Because whatever's meant to be will be. And that's why it said, keep hope alive in your heart for what's meant to be. So end for now, and it looks like in your future, there will be a revival, okay? So, you know, I don't know what this message exactly means for you. You'll connect the dots, but what once was lost can be found. What once was dead can be risen. There is this hookah connection, or this let's hang out and go out for a smoke connection, or this deep thought connection here. Let the phases of the moon run through. You're going to go through a full moon, releasing endings, and then you're going to go through that whole cycle into the new moon, right? Which is new beginnings. I think once you let go of everything that is between you and this person, all your expectations, visions, and it's gone. You've made closure, then you can start fresh. And if they're meant to be, they're going to be. Okay, that's what happens with soulmates and twin flames. As soon as we let go and we do what we need to do, we take this time away and we go through our phases, they will show up again because they're meant to be. They're written in the stars. That's just how it works. And this is random, but all of a sudden I got visions of smoothies, and I'm hearing you should buy that smoothie maker or that juicer. If you've been thinking about it, or maybe you have one, but you haven't used it. I think that would dramatically change your brain and your health. So think about that. Think about juicing or smoothies at home. Maybe you're spending too much money on smoothies out there in the world, and you should go home and do it. I don't know, but that message randomly came in, so take it how it resonates. Which makes me crave a smoothie, by the way. Now I feel like a smoothie. That's it, guys. I love you. Thank you so much for purchasing the readings. Markers, was that the last person? All right. This was the end of the lightning round. Ooh, and it ended at 1 hour and 33 minutes. Love those numbers. Okay. I hope you guys join me again, and I hope you make it for the lightning round next time. All right. Yes. Okay. Good night, guys. I love you. Thank you, Markers. And Markers, since you're here, I want to pull some cards for you, because just a big thank you, okay, for always helping me here on this channel. So I want to pull one of these for you markers, the Gothic Oracle by Anne Stokes. This is just something you should know about your current life right now. Just whatever you need to know. Actually, let me see if I can do one of her spreads. The Power of Three. Nah. Yeah, I'm going to do the Dragon's Gift. So I'm going to do this one. Okay? 1, Dragon Beauty. 2, Element of Air, the mind, ideas. 3, Element of Earth, the body, finances, and security. And you probably get the rest of the elements. What the heck? 4, Element of Water, love, relationships, and feelings. Card 5, Fire, creativity, inspiration, and sexuality. Okay, so we're doing that one. The Dragon Beauty, face upright, and then shuffle the remaining cards. Look for the blessing. So Dragon Beauty is the blessing. So what is the blessing out of your situation? Hey, Doja. Yeah, let's schedule your other one. Can you message me a time that works? I'm available 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. Sunday. I'm also available 8:30 a.m. on Sunday. Okay, and then after that on... Well, I could just also send you a reading if those times don't work. I don't know your location, but it's got to be Mountain Standard Time. Okay. Yeah, we can do it recorded. Yes. Just send me your other questions. Okay, Spirit, please guide and direct me for markers. Show me the Dragon Beauty in his situation right now. Show me the beauty in his situation. Okay. Ooh, Soul Bond. Didn't you already know you had that? That is amazing. Okay. Let's get the rest. All right. Moon Witch. Love it. All right. Oops. Thank you so much, Fire. So Soul Bond partnership markers, this is the beauty of everything that you've been through. If you've drawn this card markers, you're being reminded the importance of partnership and the strength of support. Okay, so you're too independent. That's what it's saying. I already know this about you. You're too independent and you're okay with it. And this card is like, you were created for partnership. That's why you're so romantic. That's why you have all your mind on love and romance and these beautiful things, these poems. Relationship's important to you, but somehow it ends up on the back burner because you're okay being alone. And that may even be your comfort zone. The beauty in your situation is to be vulnerable, to feel a little bit insecure about being in a relationship. And to be honest, the truth is that's why your relationships have been however they've been for you. This is just a symbol I'm getting back and forth. Because internally, at a subconscious level, you're actually comfortable being single. And that can be a repellent. And it's a subconscious, unknowing repellent, but it is one. And it's just telling the universe, hey, I'm okay being alone. But really the beauty that you have in your soul comes to life in a relationship. I don't know. So you should think about that one. Okay. Let's do the element of air. Summon the Reaper. These are your ideas, your thoughts. Where does your mind go? Oh, your mind goes to death. endings. Summon the Ace of Swords. Summon the Reaper, okay? Your ideas and your thoughts are always like, you know what doesn't serve me needs to be cut off. You know? And that's okay. That's a very air sign. And it's very logical. And that's just where your head goes. Your head tends to go to logic. Your heart's always in the romantic place. But let's just get a quick recap on that. And this is the card Time. Love hurts, yes. And you've written a lot about that. So this card is less about death than it is about life. When it makes your way into a reading in the air energy, it concerns the time that's in front of you rather than the time that's gone by in the past. So many of us mourn the loss of our youth, what we consider to be our most vibrant self. So you're trying to relive the past, like you've laid to rest your youth. You're like, I'm not the young buck I used to be. You know, you've kind of laid that old dog to rest. And it's like, no, you are, because age is nothing but a number. It's the vibrant energy inside of you. I just met a 60-year-old man that looked 20. Like, it was ridiculous. He looked amazing. Age is nothing today. Nothing today. Don't ever feel like you've been through too much. You've had your experience. You've had your day at the rodeo and relationships, and it's time to hang your hat. No. Spirit's like, you know, don't let the past beat you up like that. Yes, time is always running out, and there's little we can do about that. But if you draw this card, there needs to be a reevaluation of some kind. You need to set the wheels in motion for the new vibrant part of your life that's coming in. Okay? Yeah. So then let's go ahead and see. Let's see. Okay. The Wheel of the Year. All right, let's see what's going on with that one. The Earth energy. Okay, this is about cycles. When the Wheel of the Year card cycle shows up in your reading, it talks about seasons, time again. Things sprout, grow, then wither. This is the fact of life. If you've drawn this card, then you're being reminded that life is all about change. Yeah, you may have a season where you take a break, where you go within, but then that season needs to end and you need to go into the next season. So this is a reminder to be open to the change, that things don't have to be the same continuously so much, because you like consistency, which is typical Virgo crap, and you know it. And it's just things that need to be the same, keep up the schedule. But this might prevent you from doing things that are new. So welcome change and go with the flow, basically. All right, so let's see what's going on here in your financials and securities. Silverback. There it is. So this is about respect. So, all right, with money and whatnot. You will not always agree with everyone that you meet financially here. It may feel natural to push back because we're all entitled to some money. Are you fighting for money right now? Do you feel like you're entitled to something and you're fighting to get it? Listening to others is the first step to showing respect for their beliefs and may actually help you get money that's owed to you or due to you, or the respect you want in gaining money or success or fame, fortune, or whatnot. I feel like with money, finances, and stability, there's something about hearing others out, maybe seeing what they need, what they want, and giving that to them. If you've drawn this card, you might need a reminder that not everyone else is going to see the world in the same way that you do. And if it has nothing to do with money, just think about your reality, okay? So if you have this state of mind, this state of being, the way things are in your world, this is a card saying in your stubbornness, stuckness, earthiness, you don't see things the way a lot of other people do, and that's okay. But once you start to respect their choice and you're open-minded, you'll be able to see another aspect or a different point of view, like a prism. And in some readings, this card will ask if it's you who feels disrespected, or maybe are you disrespecting others? But it says it may be time to address bias or unfair treatment. So address that. And that's just looking at another person from their point of view because they see things totally different than you. So whatever that means for you. And let's see what's coming up in the fire element. I also feel like in your relationship, something's going to come back to life. Look at this triple row. It's like going gambling and getting a winner, winner, chicken dinner, 777. Love, 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 straight across in a row. I definitely think that a relationship is going to be revived. Forever yours, soul bond, summon the reaper. This is more about life than death. You may have thought that the sand ran out on you and someone, but this is true love. And it doesn't matter how long it takes, they're forever yours. So let's see what that is. Oh, I'm looking at the bottom words, not the top. My bad. I was like, why am I not seeing it go in order? There it is, love. True love never dies, markers. And while this image shows a love that has been lost to the physical world, this card is concerning the magic, strong, romantic relationship that you have, which is never ending. And it's beyond the physical, and it's rooted into the heart. If you've drawn this card, you're being made aware of love that is honest and true. The dashing phantom in this card represents intimacy and everlasting devotion. In a reading pertaining to emotional relationships, it's a sign of, get this, a bond that is steadfast and reliable. It's a sign that it's warm and tender, and it would bode well for new relationships and can even predict the deepening of romance and perhaps even marriage in the future. When this card arrives during a relationship difficulty, it asks you to consider how deep your love truly is and be honest with your answer. The love depicted in this card can weather any storm, but it requires the commitment and faith of both partners to do so. So I do feel like it's not always been fair for you, but the love is always here. You know it's here. I do think there's going to be a rekindling, especially during the Mercury retrograde. I know you guys don't always see eye to eye, but things are changing. I think this person's going to reach out again. It's kind of the cycle with the wheel of the year, right? It's the cycle you guys go through. What does she really want to say? Markers, I have deep wounds from childhood, and you probably mirror this a lot with her. I know you can help heal me, but I'm too proud to admit that I want or need to be nurtured. So pride and arrogance getting in the way of your person. I feel the love you send to me, you know, psychologically, telepathically, and emotionally. And thank you for always forgiving me, markers, even when my ego, see, we're talking about ego, acts up. I do love you so much. All right. And bottom of the deck is, I just want to make love to you somewhere safe and warm, tell you all my secrets and dreams, and fall asleep in each other's arms. She's never been with anyone as deep as you. That is a fact. Okay. And what is the lesson you've had to learn in this relationship with her? Like, why did you guys have to go through all of this as soulmates? Why? What is the purpose of your hardships? My mind is torturing me with reminders of you everywhere I go. And unconditional love. Thank you for showing me what true unconditional love really is. True love really is. So, A, thoughts become things. Overthinking, over worrying, negative thoughts. That's one lesson of why you guys as soulmates have come to this earth and done all of this, to conquer those thoughts, but also to show each other we can weather any storm. No matter where you are, who you're with, what you do, how separated we are, I will always love you unconditionally. And you know what? Whatever story you need to tell, whatever path you guys take, it doesn't matter. That is you two's own personal journey, and it's unconditional. And it matters not what anyone else around here thinks. It's about your guys' love, and she feels it, okay? But a lot of you guys have torture from childhood, and it rears its ugly head in unhealthy relationships. And that's really what you guys are learning at this time as soulmates. What does Spirit want you to know about your love life? About what's coming up for you? Not that you care because you're so comfortable alone, but there's plenty of fish in the sea, markers. You can truly, madly, deeply love her forever. But keep in mind, if you're not happy, if things aren't moving with the wheel, it's okay to love another. It's okay to do that. And I think that's something that you're learning also in this life, that it's okay to love more than one person. You're going to love them in different ways, but you're still going to love each of them, just different ways. And Spirit's like, it's okay. There is plenty of fish in the sea. And one key word, you can't be doing all the work by yourself. If your soulmate is not willing to do a lot of the work, you can't just be paddling you both through the ocean. She's got to paddle too. And when she's not paddling, take a break, take a step back, go find some love out there, and then we'll see what happens, but just keep that in mind. But there is somebody else, interference, that is interested in you. Gemini energy, long distance, I don't know, that's also here. Gemini and long distance, out east. Listen, I don't know, but there's more than one person interested in you. So you're in a pickle, as usual, but it's safe to explore, is all I'm hearing. It's okay to explore because you shouldn't be doing all the work. I don't know. That's what Spirit wants to tell you. And I'll just read Moon Witch real quick because that was the bottom of the deck. Okay. Manifestation markers. Overall bottom line energy. Manifestation does take a lot of time. It takes time. It won't happen overnight. Duh, we know this. You will need to believe that it can happen so it can actually happen. This card does not suggest that you simply conjure up things you wish for in seconds. Rather, it encourages you to believe that they can be accomplished through hard work and determination. If you've drawn this card, then you're being called to manifest something that's important to you. The power of belief can turn that dream into a reality. And get this. I know, because you're a writer, but it's like literally written here. Markers. For example, if you would like to be published, visualizing your name on the spine of a book is a great way of letting the universe know your intentions. However, your manuscript will not write itself. Let this card inspire you to actively bring your dreams into existence. Boom. Anyways, that's what Spirit wants you to know. Okay. All right. Well, I love you, markers. Oh, my book makes people cry. Well, good. That people need to cry. It feels good. It's healing. Be big crybabies. I love to cry. I love it. And don't forget, guys, the main reading today was all about, like, seriously crying, going through your tsunami of emotions. Don't forget to rewind and watch the main reading in this video for the collective. It was very good. Get into that Cancerian tsunami of emotions, of anger and resentment, because you've been rejected and abandoned, and it doesn't feel good, and you shouldn't walk it off. Okay? You shouldn't. So it's going to take a good 6 to 8 weeks of really processing your feelings. But after you do, you're going to feel better. Okay? I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching me. Please like this video. Please subscribe. I would love to see you back here again. Thank you. Thank you. And if you're first in my live chat group when I start, you get free cards. So try to hit that bell icon 2 times just so you get the all and you're notified of me. Okay? And if you're not getting notifications on your phone, I guess you could just go to your like general settings, go down to your YouTube app, click it, and then hit on for notifications, and then you'll know. Okay? Thank you guys for watching me. And if you're looking for something personal, I super need it. I shared a collective message with you guys the other day. YouTube like shrunk my payment to like almost nothing lately. I don't know why. I've been having a hurdle. I'm going through, you know, my sati, so maybe that's the real reason. But I'm getting hit hard there financially. So I could really use your support purchasing tarot cards or oracle cards on my website, purchasing readings. I have things as cheap as $30 for a reading. And it goes up from there for however long you want it to be. Subscribing to me monthly would be greatly appreciated. It does guarantee you a spot for one free 1111 card, one free $44 message every month, and that pays for itself. Okay. It also takes care of the Celtic Cross $22 message monthly. So it pays for itself twice, 3 times over just by being a subscriber to my monthly subscription. And it just guarantees you a name and a slot when I do those readings. Okay. So you're in there all the time. And it helps support me monthly, and it's something I can count on, and I'm really appreciative of it. So thank you so much. If you get the bigger subscription, which is $122, you also get 50% off emergency readings. So that's a big benefit, plus all those other benefits. So it's a big savings in itself if you get that. But other than that, the other subscription is just $33 a month. And obviously, a $44 reading is more than just that monthly subscription fee. And you get that reading monthly, $22, and an 1111 card pays for itself just with the Celtic and the 1111 message monthly. So just those 2 are paid for in the subscription, and you get that guaranteed. So it does pay for itself. Plus you get bonus videos, bonus material, and it's wonderful. So I do all the zodiac signs over there. I love you guys, and I'll see you later. So, okay, have a sweet night, sweet dreams. Remember, this is a journey. You just keep swimming. Thank you for your support. I wouldn't be here without you. I love you guys. Good night.